Hi, so this will be a full glam tutorial today, and I'm gonna start with my Essence Fix and Last Primer. I've already did my skincare for the day, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I like to get straight to the point. I'm gonna put this on and let it dry for about 10 seconds. Just a little more. Just want to make sure I get the full effect. Okay, it's drying up, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation, which I've been using the Wet n Wild foundation in the color Caramel, and it's a nice tone for me. This is the brush I will be using right here. It's a flat brush. This one is nice because it has the head on there, so I just wipe it on. I just want to make sure I get full coverage. This is a light foundation, in my opinion. And I'm gonna take my time and make sure I cover every piece of skin so I won't have to continue to apply more and more. Now, I did watch another video of a different content creator who compared the Wet n Wild to the Maybelline, and I just gave it a try, and I actually do like it. Let's get the top of that before that dries. And I like to get down here too, just in case. And sometimes I go as lower as my chest, as low as. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I kind of line the brows as I'm doing the foundation application, like 2 birds in 1 stone. Okay. And I will go back over it, all of it, if needed. But it looks pretty good and evenly spreaded. And if I haven't said it already, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I typically do shorts, but I think it's time for a full-length video. Okay, so I have on all of the foundation that I needed. Just a little down here. Okay. And because I like to go pretty light when it comes to the concealer, I'm gonna go in with my LA Colors concealer in the color Light. Now I was using beige. This is beige and this is light. They pretty much look the same, but this one is slightly lighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my chin area above the lip. On my forehead, the center of my forehead. Down the bridge of the nose. And of course under the eyes. I hate when I do that. Now, I thought about doing the video without my hair on for that reason. It gets messy and it can get in the way when I'm doing the contour and bronzer at the top. But it should work. I'm gonna continue here, under the eye, down the nose, down the side. I like a lot of concealer. I like the shadow effect under the eyes to be really light. Oops. I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and get that away. And I'm gonna actually use that same beauty blender to blend this. Okay. Also blend the forehead. I'm gonna actually let the concealer under my eyes sit a tad bit longer. And continue blending my nose. Usually I blend it fully, but I like the line effect, the shadow of the line to still appear in some cases. While I let the concealer sit under my eyes for a little bit longer, I'm gonna go with my LA Colors brow pencil and just fill in my brows just a little bit. I don't need too much done in this case. Just brushing it up just to make sure I don't fill in more than necessary. Take the other side and just swipe up lightly, loosely with the pencil. As you can see, it begins to fill. That's good. It doesn't need much more than that. Okay, now the other side. And once I'm done with this, the concealer is good enough to blend. Okay. Yeah, this brow seems to need more work than the other one. See, that's pretty good. So because I did that, now I have to come back on this side and do a little darker. Cut over to the right. Okay, and then just and then use the brush again to brush it upward. Okay, so I'm gonna go in now and blend the concealer under the eye. Now after blending the concealer, I'm gonna go in with my CoverGirl pressed powder in the shade Ivory. In the same areas that I applied the concealer, which helps to eliminate creases. Okay, I just bought this from Walmart, so I have to be a little rough to get some of it on the pad. Have some here. Dab a little right there, my forehead. Most importantly, under the eyes. And I'm gonna let it sit about roughly 2 minutes, roughly. I don't want to make this video too long, but it is detailed. Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to let that sit for about 2 minutes. And then I want to take this brush here and dust off the excess. In the meantime, I will be applying eyeshadow. Now I have 3 different palettes. I'm not sure which color I would like to use right now, so let me decide. I'm like really indecisive, but you can never go wrong with a nude, so I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. And the color brown, and I always use this brush here for the eyeshadow. I might actually use a little or even smaller than that right now and go for this brush here instead. Now I'm not gonna set the under eyes any more than that. Just want to get as much as I can on the brush at once without having to constantly go over the palette. It's a bit dark. To get it moisturized, more easier to get on the brush, I just add some setting spray to it. So I'm probably gonna have enough time to just do this eye and then remove the pressed powder. And I'm gonna go real low, just only on the lid, really lightly. Yeah, again, this is a detailed soft lamp tutorial. Now, sometimes I like to go a little on the outside at the bottom in the corner of my eye, but I'm not gonna do too much of that today. Okay, so I'll come back to the other eye in a second. I'm gonna dust off this excess pressed powder. I usually want to like to swipe it to the opposite direction of all of my face because I don't want it to get down here. Okay. And then the other side, just like one big swift. And because I don't want it to get too pale looking from the pressed powder, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some setting spray in between. And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other eye really quick. And it's always a challenge when you're doing your less dominant side, but I am using my right hand I'm gonna have to switch because it's a bit difficult. And because previously I mixed the brown with the gold, you see the little shimmer on there, I'm actually going to add more, just a tad bit gold shimmer on top, just a subtle amount. Okay. That should be fine. Sparkle, just move it around in like circular direction. That's fine. I'm gonna take my left hand for my left eye. And to get some of that product from the corner of my eye, just, you know, circular direction still to get it to the other side. But it seemed like it's dominated my eye now. Very much so. So I'm gonna have to clean it up. Maybe with a different brush. The one I was originally going to use. But I don't want to do too much of that, and then it's gonna begin to spread. Just try and match it on this side a little bit. But again, once I put my lashes on, you're not gonna be able to really tell anyway. Okay, so after the eyeshadow, I can put my lashes on, but I'm actually gonna wait. I'm going to contour. And I use, for my contour, I have a Ruby Kisses palette. Now I go in and I use the darker shade. Now, like I said, I'm indecisive, so right now I don't know if I should go for this shade or this shade. Right now, just for the video, I'm gonna go and try something new. So I go in with a Q-tip and add just a little bit to the brush, a bit down here. Add more. Okay, and it's usually gonna go from here to like under the neck, on the neck, a little bit. Same with the other side. So this is where I place my contour, on the lower of the cheekbone. Also right here like where that middle piece of my ear, and dab like right there. Okay, and the same on the other side. Okay. And then on the forehead, across the very top of the forehead, the very top. And then of course the nose, can't forget that. On the side, start at the top near the eye, bring it down. Same over here. Try not to let the nose ring affect it. See, it's two different positions, but I'm gonna continue. So let's hope that comes out well. I'm just gonna toss this. And I am going to use this brush. This is the same brush I'm going to use for my bronzer today. I may use this shade in bronzer or one of these shades from this palette I just bought the other day from Burlington's. So I'm going to begin to blend this. And like I said, you blend it and it's going to begin to go under the neck. It's kind of like you're not blending like that, but you're just swiping it, melting it away. But you can still see it. Right. Same for up here. Now my favorite part about makeup is bronzer and blush. Like that's my very favorite part of it all, because it just is. Okay. Go ahead and do the same on this other side. I think that's pretty good. then I'm gonna blend here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then I'll go up here now. I'm just about done. Now for this portion up here, I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender. To finish this off, or it may not. I'll try to wing it with this brush. The circular motions definitely work for me. Like, I can pat it like this, of course, but I feel like the circular motion, it helps just blend it, melt it even more into the skin. It kind of speeds up the process, in my opinion. But it's still doing what it needs to do. Okay. And because I'll be lowering my wig a little lower once I'm done, it won't look as covered on my forehead as it looks now. Okay, now for my nose, I like to use a shaped blender. Just set the brushes to the side I use, just because it helps keep the shape in line. Okay, it's looking good. You know what, I actually forgot to add just a bit to the tip of the nose, right there. So that's done on that side. I like that brownish on the tip. So I'm gonna try and turn to the side so that you can see the contour from this side. adjust my wig. Okay. So right now I've already done my eyebrows. I've already did the eyeshadow. I apply foundation, concealer with the setting powder. I've done the contour. I've added a little bit of setting powder and contour. So what's left? Blush, contour, maybe some highlight, and lashes. So I have my own, and then the lip, of course. So right now, I have my mirror, I'm loving it. It's looking really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead now and go in with my favorite part, like I was saying, bronzer. It just gives makeup life. And I don't know which one I wanna pick. The other day, I believe I did this one. So I'm going to continue with that one for this video. And warning, I do get out of hand when it comes to the amount of it, because like I said, I love it. I love it. I apply it to the same area that the contour's in, right there. And sometimes I go upward, which I don't mind. I don't mind if it's, as long as it doesn't touch the under eye, it can go anywhere right here for me, because that's my favorite part. Because I have a round face and big cheeks, like it just looks great always for me. Okay. You can see. So I'm gonna go ahead on the other side in the same motion. Again, I apply to the same place that the contour is. And sometimes I go upward towards the forehead and the side of the eyebrow. Because I don't mind it as long as it does not get under my under eye. Because I like that white shadow effect on the under eye. And if I have to, I will apply more setting powder or loose powder to keep that in place. Okay. Now I have that on. I'm gonna go in with this brush here for my blush. Profusion is the brand I have for this. Lately I go in with this pink here, and I've been trying to want a different shade, but I just, okay, for the video I'm gonna do a different shade. Which shade should I do? I'm gonna go down here for the video. I'll see how I like it, and then I may continue to use it. I'm gonna go light on this today, hopefully. Just to give it a little bit of color. But I usually add a lot and then I go too low with it, but that was good. That was good. These are my, like I said, the blush and the bronzer, my favorite parts. Again, making sure I don't get too high above on my eye. And then I add some here. That's enough. Now I want to make sure it matches on both sides, which I believe it does. So what's left now is the lip. Now I have a lip liner. Again, I believe this is LA Colors. But it's saying as this one doesn't necessarily work for me. It may be too light. Okay. So I will just be using a gloss, a LA Colors, the shimmer gloss. Which is really good. It's great for a soft glam. Now if I was doing a full glam, the lip combo is definitely necessary. But for this video, this will do. Okay. And the lashes that I will be applying are these here. With my lash glue here. I like the black lash glue. And so far, I'm loving it. Once the lashes go on, then it's all making, it will all make sense. Okay, and I just squeeze a little bit. And sometimes I try and spread the glue that I have across the line because I don't want to get too much glue. Okay. I do it one by one, so I let this dry before I add glue to the other one because I don't want glue to get anywhere. And I fan it out. Now I'm pretty good with this where I put it on without a tweezer and I just get real close on the camera. So I'm just gonna get closer so you guys can see what I've done so far. I'm feeling like I should add just a little more to this side. Okay. And once this is done, the lash is done drying, I'm actually gonna go on the bottom lash and just add a little shimmer. Where is it? It's right here. So once I'm done, I'll do that. Okay. Now I'm debating if I want to actually add setting powder to my entire face. I'm gonna actually use my mirror that I spoke about. And bam. Fixing it a little bit. Voila. And today it took a lot out of me to get up and do my makeup, but I'm happy I did. Okay, so I'm gonna just apply the glue to the other lash. And I wanna wrap this up because this video is lengthy. I'll be done in about 2 minutes. More like 4 minutes. But this video will allow you to be able to properly do your makeup. You won't need to watch any other video. And you can go ahead and subscribe because I will be doing more full tutorial looks in the future. Okay. If you've gotten this far, I really, 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 really appreciate you. And again, thank you for watching. Okay. And I have a short video on how to apply lashes. So basically I set it on the outside, the tip of the lash on the outside of my real eyelash, and let it fall, and then I just adjust it on the rest of the eye and pat it down so it doesn't look too high or too low. Okay, and then I just fan it out with my hand. Okay, and as I stated, I was going to add just a little bit of shimmer down there. I'm not sure that can even be, that's visible. Just add a little more on the brush. Okay. Oh, I don't want to add too much now. I think I've already done that. I can clean it up with the other brush in a second. Okay. I'll just clean it up a bit. That is going to be it for that, for the eye. Okay, I thought I dropped something. Okay. So now I would just go in with my setting spray that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'll be done. And I'll just do a quick zoom in. Okay, find that in. And this is the full look. Thank you again for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and look forward to more videos like this. Have a good day. Thanks.